always, of course, full-time attender of OTAs and voluntary workouts. But
after getting dropped off by your wife in the car.
That's true. That's accurate for 2 off seasons. But this Packer team, it is absolutely critical for this young Packer team to be engaged and present at OTAs. Guys, Packers starting OTAs today probably isn't a huge headline across the world of sports, but the reality is you are building toward the Super Bowl starting today. You have a whole new group of guys, of free agents and guys that are coming in and have left the team. A new culture needs to start being built today. So that's step one, is that culture is being built starting right now. And the leaders of the team will grab hold of that starting today. And if you're not part of it, it is a glaring absence. When Aaron Rodgers didn't show up to the Green Bay Packers ones, when you have a superstar don't show up, it is a glaring absence, and there's a void created on your team that just can't be replicated. So from a culture building standpoint, it's essential. But even more so than that, for this young team, it's always important to get as many reps, to get as many time together as you can. But this young team, they're not short on skills. They're not short on knowledge. They're not short on love of the game and love for another. But you know what they're short on? They're short on reps. They're short on timing work. They're short on continuity and being able to be synchronized with their play. That is the kind of thing that can only come with time. So if you're going to take any bit of this off, you are already starting in a backseat for these young guys that just need reps and reps and reps together.
Just here to tell you, Pack is back.
Pack is back. Pack is back. Cage TV with another video. I just wanted to drop a quick little video right quick. Yeah, man, OTAs is in full effect. You know, everybody's getting conditioned and working out and working on their skills. The rookies are learning the playbook. We're starting to see interviews, and that's what we're going to touch on right now in this video is the interviews. You know, we had an interview from Xavier McKinney, Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur, Keyshawn Nixon, who else? Oh, Christian Watson. So yeah, man, we're gonna start off with Christian Watson, basically just saying that he had to learn his body, you know, learn the biochemistry of his injuries and, you know, what he needs to do for his body type to rehab and train. But he said he's 100%. He said he's good to go. That's good news. That's a good sign right there. Matt LaFleur stated that on the track, he's seen him running on the track and he's close to his top speed. That's good news as well. But yeah, you know, Christian Watson just basically touched on his injuries and, you know, things he could have done differently to prevent those injuries and, you know, going through the whole process of trying to get better and get back and, you know, finally getting through that process to where he could focus on just football. And that's basically what we want to see him do anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was basically it for him. He touched on Jordan Love getting paid. He touched on the chemistry and the camaraderie around the locker room, and guys are, you know, dialed in, out there competing and trying to be successful. So love what Christian Watson said. Can't wait to see him get out there on the field and show why he's a second round draft pick who should have been a first round. Xavier McKinney, I liked his attitude a lot in this interview. He said it kind of felt like, you know, being back at Bama, being around the guys, feeding off of Jair, you know, mixing it up with the secondary and, you know, learning and, you know, guys just growing and building the chemistry. That's the most important thing that I got from his interview, and, you know, guys just competing and excited to be at OTAs and getting to know each other. So that's what you want, man. You want your guys coming in excited to play, ready to go. I mean, of course he should be excited. He got paid $68 million from the Green Bay Packers. Keyshawn Nixon, I like Keyshawn. I like his attitude. I like his swag. He basically was just saying that he really didn't do no training in the offseason because he was in the middle of contract negotiations with the Packers. And he touched a little bit on the new kickoff rule and said that, he ready to take that on. He feels that's going to benefit his style of running kicks back anyway. So we might get a couple kickbacks ran by Keyshawn Nixon this season. Him just knowing his role on the defense or wherever the Packers may need him to be. But he just pretty much focused on, kick return and being prepared for that opportunity when it show up. So I'm excited to see what he gonna do. Who else had an interview? Oh, Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur, I like what he said in his press conference. Touched on Kingsley, JJ, not suffering an ACL tear. He was in camp running around. That's good. That's good news. Good news right there. He did say, and I don't know how concerning this might be, but Josh Jacobs is dealing with a little minor hamstring injury. He was out there for the stretching portion of OTAs, but he didn't participate in none of the skill drills. So Matt LaFleur said that he should be ready by training camp. So he's not really doing everything out there with the guys. Another guy who hasn't been at OTAs is Tucker Kraft. Whatever Tucker Kraft got going on, Matt LaFleur said he got him on a different type of plan, but he's not at OTAs. So he should be back around training camp. So I don't think it's anything bad as far as anything physical, but yeah, he's not at training camp. So that's something we learned from Matt LaFleur. But one thing I do want to point out, having a young, competitive, up-tempo, upbeat team is contagious. And you can see that it's very, very contagious towards Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur looked like the first day he came to Green Bay. The last couple of seasons with Green Bay, he started looking, the gray hair started coming in and everything, but now I don't know he looked good. Matt LaFleur looks excited about this team, and that's what I'm happy about. You want your coaches coming in there excited about the young talent that they got around them. They asked him about Jordan Love's contract. He said that's, out of his hands. He let management deal with that. But he did like the fact, he did point out Good, and he praised Good on the type of people that he's bringing in the building to build this team up. I like the fact that Matt LaFleur has got a smile on his face. He looked like he's ready to rock and roll with this team. So that's one of the things that stood out to me. As far as Jordan Love, damn, this video going on 6 minutes, damn. As far as Jordan Love, I wish the Green Bay media would calm down just a little bit. Can we stop bringing up the 49ers game? Every time y'all bring that question up to Jordan Love, you just see it in his eyes like, guys, this is a new season. And he pointed that out. That's in the past. This is a new season. I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on this year. And then, of course, the contract questions, Jordan Love pretty much said he only can control the things he can control because he knows that Green Bay controls his contract. That's something that his agent is dealing with. And once, the agent and the GM finally come to an agreement on the numbers that they think is fair, then we'll go on from there. But as of right now, this is an ongoing process, and it's a very delicate process, especially with the Green Bay Packers, because they want to make sure that, going further into these next seasons with Jordan Love, that they can financially be able to add more to the team, save money, all of those things to where you could keep your team playing at a high level and competing for championships. So that's what it's all about. But he did talk about, helping the guys out and being in the building is the best thing for him to do right now. going, getting as many reps as he can get. That's what he needs right now. That's what this young receiving core needs, and Jordan Love needs, is the reps. Matt LaFleur talked about it, stating that, you know, they've been, you know, just walking through these reps, you know what I'm saying, making sure that the execution is down pat and making sure that these guys are learning collectively. You know what I'm saying? So they can move forward to the next phase of OTAs. So, you know, I know you guys are going to see a lot of videos of the guys running around in T-shirts and shorts. But, you know, some people might not look at this as, you know, a huge deal, but it is a huge deal because you want the best guys on the field, and this is the way you go about doing that. You know what I'm saying? The competitiveness levelness has to be at an all-time high. You know, you want these guys competing in training camp and pushing each other so that they could be great. So with that being said, man, I'm out. I'll see y'all on the next video, and go Pack, go. Pack is back.
I'm just here to tell you, Pack is back.